shit and I'm fast. I ain't gon' crash. Leave a nigga down on his ass, cause a nigga thinking that he bad. Looking at the drop with the top. A nigga gon' fly, cause he really wanna take my spot. Boy, you not. You ain't even coming up close, cause my shit coming out gross.
Again, Cross living their life, get him up in their feelings. We put him on blast with the Plug podcast, but he know he be spitting at the realest. And when he see us rocking at the top, then he knows real shit. Swimming in the money pool, cause we ain't giving up on this. Only wishing you could be like us in the end, though it is what it is. If you can't even keep up, then why bother trying to speak up? A lot of people say they can do this, but then they freeze up. They're talking all their shit, but when we pull up, you say, hold up, homie, make up your mind. Is you a real one or a faker?
Fuck your podcast if it ain't the fucking plug. I ain't trying to conversate if you ain't showing love. I be hella confident, I got it out the mud. You be capping, you ain't like that, homie, what the fuck? I be running through these racks, that's my fitness.
Winning team. A lot of you fuck niggas is losing and accusing and refusing to grow. Shout out to my nigga Kross, man. Hey. Okay. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. Hey. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. Hey. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. What? It's the Plug Podcast. 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 If you ain't on the team, fuck you, nigga. Get your bag. I know what I know, but I'll take like it's slow. Peeping the shit, niggas be acting like hoes. All on the panel, talking about another, talking about they sister, talking about their brother. Niggas ain't real no more, niggas ain't loyal no more. You know they don't follow the code, and that's why they getting exposed. The key shots taking control, they not in control of their souls. We booking them shows like Barry White, my niggas living in paradise. We building the team, the enterprise. It's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast, it's the Plug Podcast. If you ain't on the team, fuck you niggas, get to the bag. You know we hold it down, we ain't gon' play you around. So I hope you stay around. Don't really make you loud, we trying to make you proud. If you do not like me, guess what? Get the fuck out.
Salute to everybody. We back up in the building, man. Salute to everybody. It's your boy, Boss Cross, Big Boss Cross, big CEO, man, of KrossYourHeart. Salute to everybody that's going to be coming in here, supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all coming in. We're going to have some people come on here. We're going to play one more, and then we're going to start getting the other folks coming on the panel. They coming right now. So that being said, let's keep
They say you couldn't do. You did everything they say you couldn't do. So what more can they say, huh? What more can they say? Talk that talk, George. And they haven't did enough. And they mad because you did more. Turn them up, George. They mad because you did more. You proved your haters wrong. You did that. You gave glory to God. You did that. You secured the bag. You did that. So they had no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Turn them up, George. Woo. Turn them up. They have no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Yeah, that's true. They say you couldn't do. You did everything they say you couldn't do. So what more can they say, huh? What more can they say? Talk that talk, George. And they haven't did enough. And they mad because you did more. Turn them up, George. They mad because you did more. You proved your haters wrong. You did that. You gave glory to God. You did that. You secured the bag. You did that. So they had no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Turn them up, George. Woo. Turn them up. They have no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Yeah, that's true. They say you couldn't do. You did everything they say you couldn't do. So what more can they say, huh? What more can they say? Talk that talk, George. And they haven't did enough. And they mad because you did more. Turn them up, George. They mad because you did more. You proved your haters wrong. You did that. You gave glory to God. You did that. You secured the bag. You did that. So they had no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Turn them up, George. Woo. Turn them up. They have no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Yeah, that's true.
Salute to my dog, Monkey Man is in the building. Monkey Man is in the building.
What's happening?
I appreciate y'all coming in, people coming in. I see a lot of people coming up here, new faces, nigga diamonds. Salute. We got a lot of people coming in here, so salute to everybody. I hope everybody in here being productive. I just wanted to come in here and just talk about a little few things, Monkey Man. not too much, just a little razzle dazzle. Salute to CJ. CJ's under the weather, but she's in the chat. I appreciate you, CJ. CJ said she was a little under the weather. We got King coming on here also. So I want to talk to Monkey Man. That's the person I really want to talk to, because Monkey Man, we talked about a lot of this. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into the first thing we want to get into. So this being said, I want you to watch this, Monkey Man. Tell me what you think, man.
Lengths a young woman went to in an attempt to cover up her monstrous deed. In the early morning hours of January 27th, 2023, 19-year-old Alexi Treviso, also known as Lexi, checked into the emergency room at Artesia General Hospital as she was experiencing lower back pain. Her mother, Rosa Treviso, accompanied her. It wasn't uncommon for her to endure this sort of pain, as she was known to have hip and spine problems. However, this instance would prove to be something different. Around 1:40 a.m., Lexi informs the medical staff that she needs to use the restroom. During this time, her mother checks on her to make sure that everything is okay. 15 minutes go by before a nurse does the same, but Lexi claims that she's merely having trouble going to the bathroom. However, the nurse is growing suspicious of the noises she can hear from inside. It sounds as though the paper towel dispenser is being used over and over again, while the toilet is being flushed several times and the sink is continuously running. It was all very strange. After 20 minutes and no sign of Lexi, the medical team has become extremely worried and notifies her that they're going to open the door. However, the teenager beats them to it. As she walks out, no one could have expected the horror scene left behind. The entire restroom is coated in blood. Even worse, there's blood also dripping down Lexi's legs. She's quickly rushed to treatment, but unbeknownst to the doctors, something unthinkably sinister has just taken place inside that restroom. While Lexi is being checked for injuries, a housekeeper is tasked with cleaning the bloody mess left behind, where she notices that the trash can seems heavier than usual. As she looks inside the bin, she makes the utterly tragic finding: what appears to be a newborn baby boy inside a plastic trash bag. She frantically alerts the nurses, who confirm the sickening news. Sadly, there are no signs of life. Officers have just been called to the scene, where medical personnel informed them of the heartbreaking discovery. Police ask to speak with Lexi before being taken to her room, where the shocking truth is only seconds away from being uncovered.
I'm sorry. We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He came out at me and I didn't know what to do. Lexi, I told you about this. But I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth. It was not crying or nothing. What did you do to it? Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly. Yeah. Discovered it. I did.
So I want y'all to start with that. So what happened was this young girl messed around and told her mama. What I'm blown away is why the mama didn't know that this young girl was dealing with this and not have a baby.
Now, what happened?
Huh?
What exactly happened?
What she did was she said she was having pain and her stomach was hurting. So she told her mama that she was going to go to the bathroom. When she went to the bathroom, let me show you one more time. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man.
Exactly the baby was found is what makes this case so shocking. Even more gut-wrenching is the unbelievable lengths a young woman went to in an attempt to cover up her monstrous deed. In the early morning hours of January 27th, 2023, 19-year-old Alexi Treviso, also known as Lexi, checked into the emergency room at Artesia General Hospital as she was experiencing lower back pain. Her mother, Rosa Treviso, accompanied her. It wasn't uncommon for her to endure this sort of pain, as she was known to have hip and spine problems. However, this instance would prove to be something different. Around 1:40 a.m., Lexi informs the medical staff that she needs to use the restroom. During this time, her mother checks on her to make sure that everything is okay. 15 minutes go by before a nurse does the same, but Lexi claims that she's merely having trouble going to the bathroom. However, the nurse is growing suspicious of the noises she can hear from inside. It sounds as though the paper towel dispenser is being used over and over again, while the toilet is being flushed several times and the sink is continuously running. It was all very strange. After 20 minutes and no sign of Lexi, the medical team has become extremely worried and notifies her that they're going to open the door. However, the teenager beats them to it. As she walks out, no one could have expected the horror scene left behind. The entire restroom is coated in blood. Even worse, there's blood also dripping down Lexi's legs. She's quickly rushed to treatment, but unbeknownst to the doctors, something unthinkably sinister has just taken place inside.
I'm going to stop right there. So do you hear that so far, Born?
Yeah, I hear that. So did she killed the baby and put it in the garbage can?
Yeah, I told the mama. But my thing is, how does the mother not know that her child was pregnant and said that she just thought that she had back pains and problems and that was it?
But you know,
I don't know. Go ahead.
But you know, it's sometimes even a child don't know they're pregnant. They get pregnant when they're young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't. If they're not showing, how the parents not gonna know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So what do you?
I remember
go ahead,
when I was in middle school, I knew this female that was pregnant, but she used to wear like big clothes, like you know what I'm saying, like to so maybe sometimes especially kids nowadays, they go straight to their room. They don't, our parents was like, hey, stop, hey, what you doing? They really looking to see what you got going on, but parents don't do that. So she might have on big clothes, trying to hide it and shit like that. And like Bowen say, she might didn't know she was pregnant. She probably thought it was real live back pain or something like that. Then bam, this happened. Because she had to get ready to have that baby. I don't know if you can just force a baby out, but she has to be getting ready to have that baby regardless.
Well, like CJ said on here, because she wasn't showing that it's possible. It could be possible. I just salute loyalty. I just don't know. It just blow my. And again, I guess because I'm a nosy parent, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if your daughter went from like being this quiet girl, she getting in trouble, and I know everybody's different, but I'm just like, damn, you trust her that much. Oh, I'm having back. Can I go to the bathroom? Now she gone that long. You standing outside. You didn't go in there to ask, is she okay? You didn't, no disrespect. You didn't smell nothing. You didn't hear no babies crying.
Yeah. But
go ahead.
But we got to understand, I hate to put race in this, but we dealing with two different races. Black parents, man, what is you doing in that restroom? Let me in. You see what I'm saying? I can't say that about it. I know how we are. You know what I'm saying? We can't even, we can really be in the bathroom, really, in that bitch chilling on some regular shit. And our parents or somebody be like, hey, man, what you doing in the restroom, man? You know what I'm saying? Like on some regular. So, I mean,
You see, DJ said, let's elaborate on that. And what do y'all think, even as fathers, us as men and as fathers, and again, understanding having sisters or having nieces or having cousins or something. She said she doesn't have that type of relationship with her mom to tell her. That's deep.
Well,
but listen, hold up, but listen, in the foreign cultures, her mother would probably call her a little whore or something. We're talking down to her, been mean to her. You know what I'm saying? Because some cultures, that's considered being a whore.
So let me ask you something, Born. So in like, especially you being on the East Coast and your upbringing or your family diversity, like do a lot of them, like whether it be, and I'm just speaking in general, like, whether it be Haitians, Jamaicans and all them, do you think it would have been she couldn't have had the same relationship in those cultures as well?
Nah. I'm going to tell you something. The Black American culture, we look at stuff differently. The Black American culture and the Puerto Rican community, you know what I'm saying? They look at young pregnancy as it just happened. I'm gonna be there for my child, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But you Chinese, you Asian, you some other type of Spanish, you Haitian, you Jamaican, and sometimes they look at you like, you little whore.
Oh, so the Jamaican culture would have shunned her too. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so really that's the reason why I was asking, because is it so okay, so back to what Monkey Man say, is it a cultural difference or is it a color difference?
A cultural difference, not color, cultural difference.
Okay. I got you. I see what you're saying. Just from
But
that point of view. Go ahead,
but
Monkey Man.
to go with CJ, say my wife and her daughter got an excellent relationship, but before she graduated from high school, she became pregnant, and the girl told her mama that she was gonna kill herself. She rather kill herself instead of tell her mama that she was pregnant. They got an excellent relationship,
Damn.
but she
Yeah,
told
that would
her,
hurt.
yeah, but my just my fiance, I mean my wife started noticing a change in her. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, we observe our children. Same thing with my daughter. Like she was more afraid to tell her mama than she was afraid to tell me, because I already had this talk with my daughter before it even happened. I know you at an age, I don't want you to have sex, but I know anything can happen. Because I was in school and when I was at MC Williams, it was girls in the 8th grade having kids. You see what I'm saying? Ninth grade having kids. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of understood it. I was just praying that she wouldn't be that statistic. But sometimes it ain't that they don't have a relationship. They scared of what the parent might, how they might treat them. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm gonna ask y'all this as fathers, and like you having a daughter, and a lot of times it hurts us as fathers because we don't understand why our daughter won't say it, even though they look at us as a bigger thing. Like, so when your daughter was going through what she was going through, and now y'all are closer because of that, do you think she felt like, or in your mind, did you have, like, I always wanted to ask young ladies, do they look up to us so much they're afraid to tell us, even though we got to end up dealing with it? Or do you think, like with your daughter's situation, she didn't feel like she could?
I'm gonna tell you the whole thing about it. Okay, so us as kids, and I mean, yeah, pregnancy a big thing, but as any child or as any, like I'm gonna say for myself, it's we scared of the consequences. Like, is you gonna whoop me? Like when I had a scare when I was in the 9th grade with a girl getting pregnant. Um, Only thing I could think was my mama gonna whoop my ass because she finding out. Cause we know it's like when you do stuff and you ain't supposed to do it, and then they
Yeah.
find out about it. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I looked at it as a child. Like, damn,
Blue
I
dot.
don't want my mom. I don't want my mama to know that I got this girl pregnant, so I'm nervous as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once my mama found out, because I had so much time to tell my mama, but once my mama found out, yeah, she was upset. Cause see, at the end of the day, parents be more disappointed. Now you got some motherfucking parents though that'll kick their child out. All this, you see, you don't know. Cause I know how I think how I used to think. Thank you, God, for changing my
Right.
mind on a lot of
Right.
shit. But I be thinking the worst is of the worst, and I know how a child will think the worst is of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like my wife daughter, she thinking about suicide. I love my mama so much. I don't want her to be disappointed in me. I'd rather
Rose
kill
to the
myself
housewife. Salute, Queen.
than to tell my mama that I'm pregnant. But as a father, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like as a father, we be more like, who did it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we be on. Cause in my mind, man, I hope my child ain't got pregnant by no grown ass man. That's what my mind thinking. You
Right.
feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, cause
So
I remember
Oh yeah,
the
bro. I'm gonna
kid.
keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. But
yeah.
I thought my dude, my oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying? She's 28. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Yo, the first thing I think about when one of my daughters got pregnant, I'd be like, yo, please don't let it be a white boy. Yo,
Right. That's what you think.
the
But
grown man,
but no, that's some because
the black
again, it's
shit.
no, you're right, because it's the most wildest thoughts you think. You like, damn, and a lot of times, to keep it real, we say sometimes we will hope she have a man at the character as far as stand up, as far as defending her like her daddy would do. But at the same time, we also, man, I hope she don't get no nigga like me. Man, see, that's the
Yeah,
first thing we say. Come on, man. Let's
on
be honest
guard,
here.
bro. On guard. And she got, I hate to talk about my daughter business, but she got a nigga just like me when I was little. Wanna be
Oh,
gangsta ass
man.
nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't tell him shit. He telling you he got it figured out. You ask him what's his plan. He telling you shit. Well, I'm working right now. Nigga, what's your plan? Like real life then kicked in. Now you gotta have a plan now, my nigga. It's 2023.
But what can I, and this is something I learned from CW. What can I tell? How can I tell a child to make a grown man decision? Because he ain't number 15. So how can I make a child
Yeah,
make a
that's
grown
true.
man decision?
But he made a grown man decision when he did what
I
he did.
know, I
My
know.
daughter, nigga, bust your head to the white meat.
Now I'm going to penitentiary. I put my hand on that 15-year-old.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? He's old enough to have a child and leave her alone, but you'll go to jail if he decide to get into a domestic thing. And you'll imagine, like them girls, because again, they don't want daddy to think he ain't shit, but they know he ain't shit. So when you find daddy finally here, he pull up like with this, and next thing you know, now she gonna defend him, and that's crazy because the
But
attachment. Go ahead.
that was the cold part about it. She wasn't scared to tell me about the baby, but she was scared for me to find out who and what type of nigga this was. Because that's one thing I always preach. Don't get a nigga like me. Not in my,
Right.
not in my old way. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't even know who I am today because I'm changing. I'm just not learning the new me. You see what I'm
That's real
saying?
talk.
Shit.
That's real talk. No, that's real talk. And then it's a continuous thing. And like you say, how can you give him some gains like you're catching up? And then okay, so I'm gonna ask you, where is this young man parents at? How did the young man parents feel about it?
That's the thing about it. So he got a mama in prison doing 35 for murder, a
Damn.
Damn.
daddy in jail for robbery, but the stepmama stepping up. But I ain't gonna lie, the
Mm,
stepmama good person, and this ain't even his real mom. This the stepmom. She's making sure he do what he need to do. Cause my daughter asked that nigga, so what y'all finna go do? This nigga say I'm finna go play 2K. I wasn't even shocked. I asked the nigga what's his
what do you
game.
say?
Yeah, I
Say
asked.
the babe over there crying. She asked, "Where you about to go?" I'm gonna go play 2. No, nigga, you
Yeah.
should have thought about 2K before
When
you
you
did what
that
you did.
that would so my baby mama tripping, but I'm like, I can't trip because I'm like, he's a child. Hell, nigga, when
Yeah.
I leave, I'm finna go play 2K, and I'm 42 years old, and I'm finna go. So I understand. You see what I'm saying? I asked the nigga, man. I asked the nigga,
You asked him what
so
he playing, huh? You asked him what is his
yeah, I asked,
handle.
what's his handle, nigga? I mean, cause at the end of the day, and I like I say, I thank God for the AA program and Charles the White and niggas like y'all, bro, because I gotta see what part can I do to be a help for him, cause he don't have no real guidance, and I be
Damn,
like,
that's
damn,
rough. Yeah, I ain't look at it
yeah.
like that.
So,
Like you said,
so
no
I'm looking
father.
at,
Yeah.
yeah, you ain't got
Damn.
no father and your mama in jail, so
So basically,
I
so
can't.
hold on,
Hmm?
monkey man. I hate to cut you out. So basically, at this point, you're trying to figure this young man out, learn your daughter to build back that relationship and play a father to him, a father role, and play a father role to them to make them come together with
Yeah.
some that's crazy.
Well, not just a father. I'm not gonna never play a father role, but just a man role in his life. Like this is what real men do. Even though
but
Right.
I'm trying to.
but bro, let me tell you something. It don't matter what role you think you're playing. That's the role he's seeing you as a
That's
father.
the role he's seeing you as.
Oh,
That's what
I
I'm
ain't think
telling
about
you.
it like that.
It's an absence. He's looking for somebody to tell you. Think about it. Nick, he laid down with your daughter. Nobody told him not to do it. Nobody told him the consequences. If he had to talk to you and he knew he was dating her, you would have put that in him to make him have to think about that. But because he has no consequence. Now you're saying because of the consequence, here is the because without people don't realize every action has a reaction. There's
Yeah.
no action that
Yeah,
does not have a reaction. So he has created a reaction. The problem is you're showing him through your life, through your actions, there's a reaction, but you're learning how to fix the reaction and not just be the reaction.
right,
If that
right,
makes sense.
right, right.
Yeah.
Cause Cause you know, cause I ain't gonna lie, I went in there on some, cause I tried to reach out to him before the baby was born on Instagram. I tried to reach out to him, but he blocked me. He asked my daughter why your daughter trying. I mean, why he asked my daughter why your dad is trying to inbox me. But I just want to chop it up with him. Say, bro, you know what you about to get into? You know what I'm saying? As far as being a father, or hey man, you know, I just want to talk to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Because like, and then once I heard the whole story about what he had going on in his life, I say, damn, I don't need to be another motherfucker coming down on him. Life already hitting him. And then, but this the cold part about it. This is what I'm trying to get him. This is why I want to get into the man life. He's one of the number one AAU basketball players, but he want to live a thug life. So he remind me so
Damn,
much of me. He got
that's
talent.
deep.
He don't
That's
have
deep.
nobody to direct his talent. I take you to
Damn.
all your practices, whatever you need to do. And if you make it to the
But
NBA, I
see,
don't
but
want
see,
no
but
money.
see,
I just want
but
some
see,
season tickets.
right. But see what listen what you just said. You just said something deep. You said, I will take you to all your practices. I will do that.
Yeah,
Again, you're gonna play the
yeah.
father role to show him. And really, it's like almost like you getting a second chance to try to make things right.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you back. You back.
I said, no, I said what it sounds like, what you end up doing, God's allowing you to right the wrong, even in your life, where again, you're playing, you want to play a part in it. Think about what you just said. You'll take him to practice. If he makes it, like you're putting yourself as a father figure.
Right, right. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I
You get what I'm
understand what you're
saying? And the
saying. Yeah,
oxymoron is he's already a father.
he's already a father.
Damn, that shit deep. Man, I couldn't imagine that, dog. Let's keep playing this right here for everybody, man. But that's some
Okay.
deep stuff right there.
That restroom. While Lexi is being checked for injuries, a housekeeper is tasked with cleaning the bloody mess left behind, where she notices that the trash can seems heavier than usual. As she looks inside the bin, she makes the utterly tragic finding: what appears to be a newborn baby boy inside a plastic trash bag. She frantically alerts the nurses, who confirm the sickening news. Sadly, there are no signs of life. Officers have just been called to the scene, where medical personnel inform them of the heartbreaking discovery. Police ask to speak with Lexi before being taken to her room, where the shocking truth is only seconds away from being uncovered.
I'm sorry. We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He came out at me and I didn't know what to do. Lexi, I told you about this.
Now, see, this is where, what do you mean you told her about this? This is where I'm saying, like, that's crazy. This ain't a toy, man. Like, she's never been in, it sounds like she's never been on a punishment, gotten in trouble, her ass whooped, because she said, I'm sorry. She said, I told you about this. What? That's crazy.
What did she tell her? Did she know she was pregnant anyway?
Or maybe it ain't the first time. What does she mean? This is something serious. I told you about this. I don't know. That's the wildest shit when she said it. Let's hear it again.
Way from being uncovered.
I'm sorry. We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He came out at me and I didn't know what to do. Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
See, that's a mama trying to be a friend. You knew that child was pregnant. I asked you to tell me the truth. What? Y'all want to speak on that?
Man,
I'm trying to figure out why the mama ain't fucked up about it. Like, you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I'd be more hysterical. I'd be like, what the heck? What you mean I did? You know what I'm saying? If I did, like you say, so she really saying she knew, or she kind of guessed, because I'm thinking she's saying that we didn't have a talk. She probably asked her, "Are you pregnant?" And the daughter say, "No, I'm not pregnant." So,
Okay, but look at what's coming from a woman. CJ says, I think she may have told her she didn't want the baby.
mm,
She knew she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now that's a whole different angle now.
That's murder. I locked that little
Damn.
bitch up.
Yeah. But okay, so I'm gonna ask you this, Born. Again, it goes back to like what Monkey Man was saying about with the 15-year-old son being, even though she might be, it's probably dysfunctional. Do you blame the mother or do you blame the daughter? The daughter's more scared. She don't know. And then the mama is like she said, it should be the other way around. The mama should have the same reaction as the daughter right now. She's talking to her like she's an adult. Let's play it back. Listen to how she
discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm started freaking out at me and I didn't know what to do. Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth. It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it? Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah. Discovered a dead.
Damn. So she's steady bleeding crazy right now. Like your mama didn't see the shit when you got in there?
Yeah, I you know, on the behalf, that's the mama fault. I mean, yeah, true enough, the daughter had the baby, but how you're not? I don't understand. It's like when I see a motherfucker walking with a child and the child behind them. You not even
like
watching
that.
your child.
Yeah, I don't
That
like
shit
that.
burns me the hell up, bro.
Does.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm
it's the
with you on
same.
that.
So it's the same as this. You're not even paying attention to your child. Like, even though I was with my daughter every day, it took my baby mama to like, Misha, you something wrong. What's going on? Go take this pregnancy test. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. And then it's like, okay, why did you even do that? You see what I'm saying? Like that's what would be the first thing come out of my mouth. Why? Why would you do that? Know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know, like it's some reason she was too terrified to, cause she look like, bro, she look like a nerd. The girl don't look like she that. You know, maybe she made, I don't know, maybe she made a mistake. I don't know, bro. But as a parent, even with my daughter, and I still be, you know, hitting myself across the head like, damn, what did I do wrong? Was it me out here drugging and thugging? Maybe my daughter was looking for a father figure through another man or another person. You know, I all this shit runs through my head.
Hey, Born, it says you got to connect your mic and cam before I can add. I don't know, for some reason you didn't connect your mic. So maybe come back out and refresh it if you can. If you can hear me, because your mic's not. Oh, there it is. All right, there you go. Yep. No, you're right, Monkey Man. I just that burned me up with that, dog. Like I didn't get that, dog. What did it say, CJ? Dolly said, "I'm just trying to explain why it was easy for this child to do it. Is she didn't want it. She killed it. Wasn't what she was thinking. She was doing it inside my body. I can't get rid of that. What I wanted to do."
Man, she knew she was killing that baby when she put that baby in the fucking garbage can. She's 15 years old.
But she still ain't no adult though, Born. She's
I know,
still a child though. You gotta remember now.
She's still old enough to know better, bruh.
Well, I think I would really think she did it on some scared shit. You know, like I say, like maybe you break something your mama had, you try to hurry up and cover it up and put it before anybody notices type shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what she was on. But yeah, somewhere in her mind, yeah, too, I kind of feel Born on that too. She knew she was wrong somewhere doing that though.
Now hold on now. CJ also put a spin too, and that makes sense too in those, you know, those private homes. She said that woman was trying to play victim, but she knew and now shamed at the young lady in public. But who knows what sort of threats have been made in private at home?
Yeah, because that could be the stepdaddy baby, or maybe the daddy baby. You never know.
Hey, bro, come on, we ain't gonna go there, bro.
But it shit happens like that.
It does.
It happens like that.
It does. I mean, that's the reality. Now, that's what I'm saying. Even though it's messed up, and you got to think about it, this is weird in itself. why did that girl, it
you
seemed
doing?
like that little girl didn't want that child. Whatever the case may be, and maybe in their
Stop
religion.
it. Stop it.
No, listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying that part.
I
No,
know.
listen. What I'm saying is in that her religion, maybe it was covered up. I'm saying from the private home, maybe it was covered up to the point where she couldn't tell nobody and she just couldn't go get an abortion at that time. And she didn't want, and maybe the mama said, when you had a child, we're going to give it up for adoption. And maybe she wanted the child. And the mama said, when you had this baby, you're going to carry the baby because we don't believe in abortion. But when you have this child, you're going to give the child up. Maybe it could have been that. It's a lot of different ways, but I see what Born is saying. Yeah, it's a lot of different ways. But I want to show y'all this one. Since we've seen that, this is a good one. So this one, I was telling you, was a 14-year-old back in the days. He was obsessed with this teacher, bro. And the things that he did, and this is during school time, that this young man did this. This is crazy. So check this out. That's the young man. Look bad. What y'all think about that, man? That's crazy. And nobody stopped and asked this young man. He ordered, you know what I'm saying, essayed her order, and then he ended up, unalive. You gotta watch YouTube. I done seen it. She was unalive, and then he ended up putting her body in a trash can, rolled it down there through the hall, through the front, and put the trash can behind the school.
First of all, that nigga got that trash can from the neighborhood. Cause they don't have them around the schools. Cause they got dumpsters there. Like they got trash can, but the ones that like, if you dump your trays in, well they might do now. I don't know. I ain't been to school in a minute,
No,
but
they do. They do like in the cafeteria areas. A lot of schools now went to like phone. What do you call it? The styrofoam plates and the plastic cups and stuff because of the vid and all that. So now they don't have the hard plates no more. So now when you go in there, they got these big trash cans just like those that they put in that they put there. Yeah, now that's there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because like I say, school had changed a lot. It was, bro. I don't care what school you was at when I was growing up. When a black male is, I don't even know if he was black, but when a student doing too much activity, bro, because them trash cans are loud, just rolling them plain. You see what I'm saying? Nobody heard her scream. Nobody heard this man walking or seen this man. Like the dude with the dog, he looked just like this. Oh, this normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he didn't even just like watch him as he walked by. He just seen him and kept on going. Cause it looked like he took that outside the school. Ain't nobody with a dog at the school that I think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they said, and CJ said, but why was he just roaming through the school and no one saw him? That's another thing. And all of it is
yeah,
on video camera. That's what's so scary. Like, nobody saw this boy. He was lurking. I mean, this dude was, they said he was infatuated with her, dog. Like, man, that's crazy. And then, like, I go to the schools because they're younger teachers and they're more friends to them teachers. Man, back in the days we went to school, our teacher wasn't our friend. Like, we had maybe one or two.
Our teacher to curse ass. Our teacher to whoop our ass, bro.
Yeah,
right.
And we had old ass teachers, ones that used to drink, and we knew they drank, and they ain't bother us, and we ain't bother them, and they'll fail you and send you to the office.
My teacher, Mr. Randolph, my best teacher I ever had. He was my 5th grade teacher. That man drink like an Irishman. He was black. Mr. Randolph was the coolest teacher I ever had.
Like fish in the water.
Fish in the water. His granddaughter, she played on this what's that shit called? The Nickelodeon. She played on a Nickelodeon show. Her name was Mary Sally Randolph. Okay. I met a few times. Anne Marie Randolph. She played on a Nickelodeon show. Forgot the name of that show that Nick Cannon played in.
Okay, yeah. What was Nick Cannon like that? Detective or whatever, wasn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
She played that. She played on Nickelodeon for like till she was like 18, 21. Then she went to college. She went to Boston University. Yeah.
That shit to me is just crazy because look, and it's sad, man. That was the last time this teacher she walking out her classroom. Let's play a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Look at him. He was following her. He was following her the whole time. She didn't even pay attention. She might have bumped into him. He might have said something. She not paying attention. Look. That's crazy. 14, bro. Look at that. He was on some weird stuff. He probably did that to somebody else. That ain't the only thing for him. Look at that. Look at that.
He put gloves on everything.
Right in the bathroom.
He put gloves on.
Yep. Yeah. Only pause. That's crazy.
That one of them niggas sitting in his room all day talking about leave me alone.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, for real,
and
man.
His
That's
parents
what I'm saying. That was one of them.
His mama probably scared of him type shit.
Man, I bet. Man, ain't no way. Man, listen, bro. For him to get up and to say, I'm gonna do this, and this is how at 14 years old, man, he had a lot of sexual aggression, dog. And he was not gonna take no for an answer. And whatever she was probably doing, being friendly to him, he probably never had. He probably was one of them kids people laughed at in school, and she probably took up for him or something.
Because the thing about it is, he was in that classroom. So, because she came out, I guess that was the same room she came out of. Yeah, because he popped right out on some spooky ass shit anyway when he popped out.
Let's see what happened. Let's see. No, it looks like a hallway. That don't look
okay, you might be, you're right.
Yeah, see, she was walking through the hallway, and then look, he came behind the hallway. Then he stopped. He looked around. Then he was going to go. Then he went right back up in there. Then he came back. This shit crazy.
He was going to get hooded up.
Look. Flew bass.
I told my day to salute.
And look at that. He done went and changed clothes.
Yeah, mask on everything.
Changed clothes and came back when he got a trash can. Yeah. Look, see, he knew where the cameras was. If you notice, look. got his mask still on, but when he come back, look, watch this. He go get her, and when he come back, he got his mask on. He took his jacket off. Dude was a man. He was at 14. Man, they need to keep him locked up. Look at that. So he knew where the cameras were. Man, that's crazy, dog. That is nuts.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, man, this is these kids nowadays that, like you said, Monkey Man, they sit up in their rooms and they're emotional. And he took whatever it was, him fantasizing being in front of a computer screen, just like that girl before that the mama messed around and damn didn't even know what was going on. Man, they couldn't have known what was going on in that damn boy's life.
Yeah, because that and yeah, you right. He wasn't no kid that walk around with his hood on all day with a goddamn jacket on and ain't talking to nobody. Ain't got no friend. They don't know what type of time he on. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm at the schools all the time. I'm talking about dudes, young dudes that's in the 7th grade, 6 foot tall, dog. They sit by this. These young black men, I'm being honest, sit by themselves. Or again, it could be mixed kids. They sit by themselves and they got their phones and they to themselves. They don't talk, they don't speak, they don't say nothing. Most kids only socialize. Man, it's like you said, earlier with the 15-year-old young man. You said you had to, in order for him to reach out, he ain't coming to the house. You had to DM him and then he blocked you. Like that was gonna change life. Like, oh, he doesn't exist. Nigga, you gotta still come over here. I'm trying to like think about that. You had to DM him to tell him to come to your house and he blocked you. Like he was never gonna come around.
Right.
That's the world they live in, so they ain't got no emotional attachment. Bad said he working on his old school. So yeah, so that we got that one right there. I got 2 more. The last one gonna be a good one. We're gonna both talk about this, all of us as fathers. So we're gonna get this quick break and then we're gonna get it.
Hopping this shit and I'm fast. I ain't gonna crash. Leave a nigga down on his ass. Cause a nigga thinking that he bad. Looking at the drop with the top. A nigga gon' fly cause he really wanna take my spot. Boy, you not. You ain't even coming up close. Cause my shit coming out gross.
Again, Cross living their life, get them up in their feelings. We put him on blast with the Plug podcast, but he know he be spitting out the realest. And when he see us rocking at the top, then he knows real shit. Swimming in the money pool, cause we ain't giving up on this. Only wishing you could be like us in the end, though it is what it is. If you can't even keep up, then why bother trying to speak up? A lot of people say they can do this, but then they freeze up. They're talking all that shit, but when we pull up, you say hold up, homie. Make up your mind, is you a real one or a faker?
Fuck your podcast if it ain't the fucking plug. I ain't trying to conversate if you ain't showing love. I be hella confident, I got it out the mud. You be capping, you ain't like that, homie, what the fuck? I be running through these racks, that's my fitness.
Everything like that. And she's still in prison to this day, serving out that life sentence. Now, this is a really, really disturbing story, and I really do.
Let me go back.
Ohio committed one of the most horrific crimes I've ever read about. I'm going to add a trigger warning in here right now. This is a very, very disturbing story, so viewer discretion is advised. So this is Ashley Jessup from Ohio. And in 2012, she was found guilty of rape and sentenced to life in prison. But who did Ashley assault? Well, it was her own 10-month-old baby. At the time of this crime, Ashley was dating 24-year-old Jordan Russell. The two seemed to be very in love, and they frequently exchanged explicit materials over email and text message of themselves, obviously. But then in August of 2011, Jordan asked Ashley to do something shocking. He asked her to perform explicit acts on her own 10-month-old baby son. And obviously he wanted her to film it and send it to him so he could keep these videos and images. And for some shocking reason, Ashley actually obliged. And she performed graphic and gruesome acts on her own son. So later that month, Jordan had actually broken up with Ashley and he already had a new girlfriend. And this new girlfriend of Jordan's was going through his computer when she discovered these extremely disturbing images and contacted the police. So obviously when the details of this case were made public, everybody was absolutely shocked. And the judge in this case actually stated that in his 30-year career, this was one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases he had ever had to cover. So Ashley was eventually convicted of a litany of charges, including assault, rape on a minor, everything like that. And she's still in prison to this day, serving out that life sentence. Now, this is a really, really disturbing story, and I really do think that she should be in prison for a very, very long time.
So, Monkey Man, what you think?
Yeah, that bitch probably be in prison for a very long time. Cause, come on, man, I don't know, bro.
That's sick. That's sick.
That's sick as hell, like, bro.
Hey, man, I know these are real. These real stories I had to bring to y'all because it's mental. This to me is beyond mental health. This is, I don't even understand. Like, you gonna follow a young man that's gonna tell you to do that. You do that with your 10-month-old child. He keeps it, breaks up with you. You ain't thinking nothing else about it. Then his new girl, go through his computer and find it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing about it. All this shit we can't deter as mental health, bro. Some shit just flat out crazy or whatever, deranged. Yeah, demonic, bro. Yeah, we can't just keep ever using mental health because see, they'll use that in her trial to get her lesser time. Come on, man. They ain't got nothing to do with mental health. You just bad shit crazy. That's all that is. You thinking you doing whatever you want for this man or whatever the case may be. Man, come on, man. I done had my share of sending D pics here and there or whatever the case may be. But I'd be damned if somebody tell me to do something to my child and send it to him, bro. That shit, man, I'm finna call the law on them. Shit, man.
Crazy, and then my thing is, so he got it. So, man, that shit crazy, man. I know I had to play this video. I'm like, damn, this is wow. There's some of this stuff I be seeing. I'm like, man, how in the world that this don't have a light on it? I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, the dude is 24. You mess around, like you said, and put on a show with a 10-month-old. Man, like, bro, this is crazy, y'all. And I ain't gonna just, I want close to saying we don't do that, but I got some videos I'm gonna show you. That's why I said I don't know what it is, bro, but like that's going beyond. Just like I heard the new trend now, the young girls now is tattooing their forehead. I got a video of the chicks now tattooing their forehead, the little young girls, so they can show their boyfriend name. They tattooing their boyfriend's forehead. I mean, their boyfriend's name on their forehead now. Young kids, that's the forehead challenge. This shit is crazy.
What the hell did I just hear? He put on a show, and he did what? Man, he can't make this shit up, man.
No,
that is sick and vile.
Let's start it.
Right now, this is a very, very disturbing story, so viewer discretion is advised. So this is Ashley Jessup from Ohio. And in 2012, she was found guilty of rape and sentenced to life in prison. But who did Ashley assault? Well, it was her own 10-month-old baby. At the time of this crime, Ashley was dating 24-year-old Jordan Russell. The two seemed to be very in love, and they frequently exchanged explicit materials over email and text message of themselves, obviously. But then in August of 2011, Jordan asked Ashley to do something shocking. He asked her to perform explicit acts on her own 10-month-old baby son. And obviously...
So we gonna stop right there. How in the hell you go from you and him sending pics to how does that conversation transition? Like what the hell?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because sometimes I be like, man, how in the fuck? But then I have to be like, I don't want to know, because I know if I do figure it out, so I done let in some type of demonic spirit. I don't want to know. I can't even fathom that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, it's like, because it's just like, seeing an ugly nigga with a beautiful woman. Like, nigga, what did you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is even more different though. But I'm just saying, it's the whole like, and they'll be like, bro, how did you even? What in your mind would even make you come up with some shit like that? To come on, bro. Like, and this, and I can't just say this is what white people do because now today anybody doing it. It's I done seen all colors do some crazy shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
And
why I'm
the
saying
cold part of
I
the
got some
cold part.
videos. I'm telling y'all, that's why I tell people it ain't really about it be some man.
I done seen men ask women to kill for them. Cause see, all of it is, I guess,
Yeah.
she got some type of low ass self esteem and she'll do anything to keep a man. But you just don't know you dealing with a man, and I'm glad. See, that's the thing about it. The truth will always come to the light. So his new girlfriend just so happened to go through the computer and see this retarded situation
Stuff.
going on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
because you know why? 'Cause
you
she
know what I'm
probably
saying?
realized he was on some weird stuff. She probably was thinking as a norm, like, what's up with this guy right here? Like, why is he so weird and so secretive? So he messed around and went through stuff. And for him to keep it, like, like, like she probably seen a whole bunch of other stuff, but the stuff that she probably did was probably way more horrendous in the act, than
I'm finna,
anything.
I'm
Go
finna
ahead.
tell y'all women something. This for the women, and I know the men might get mad when I say this, but if you
I'll
in an
tell it like
early
it is.
relation. If you in an early relationship with a man, don't ask for the phone and look at the text messages. Look in his Google Chrome history. That'll tell you a lot about the person you with. That'll tell you everything you need to know about the person you with. Look at his Google Chrome history and see what he look at. What type of porn he watch. All this type of shit. That'll tell you everything.
Yeah, but here's another thing too to look at and to add to it. If you are not that, it's crazy you have to say it nowadays, because if you're not, yeah, whether you was insecure, like you say, it's not about that. Her choice of people of picking is horrible. Like her whole choice, again, at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to do all that. And if you thinking, like, think about it, she didn't do that, but the other woman realized it's something weird going on. Like, the motherfucker was, you gotta be a weird individual, dog, to be doing some shit like that. And I think he probably did that to stay in relationships to justify. You see what I'm saying? Some old weird shit.
Yeah.
That way, like some people, some of them dudes that be, like Fred Sanford said, they be that way. They do that when they get married. Like back in the days, remember you hear somebody say, man, such and such is, you're like, what? No. Like, yeah, but he got kids. And I don't mean, like you said, motherfuckers do some weird stuff. This is
Yeah,
well
man.
weird. Like, I can only imagine the guy. Like, think about the guy. He was 24. He 24 and he thinking like that, just like that 14-year-old boy is thinking like that. That's crazy, man. Like, think about it. That 14-year-old boy would have been that 24-year-old man. And some sick demonic stuff.
Yeah, that's sick. And that's the thing about it, like, bro, back to the 14-year-old, bro, you had rape on your mind. Nah, don't get me wrong. It was some teachers I wanted to knock down, but I ain't want to rape them. You know what I'm
You mean the
saying?
R
Like,
word. You mean the R, you gotta say the R word. The
yeah,
R
oh
word.
yeah, I ain't want to R word them. I ain't want to do the R
Yeah.
word. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't care who she is. I don't want to do the R word because I know the consequences behind that. That's why I thank God I had a praying mama and a mama that whooped me and all type of stuff, bro. Even though I done did some crazy stuff in my life, but sometimes when I look at stuff like this, I'm like, bro, and these the type of cats though, like she'll probably get 10 years probation. Or she'll go to a nut house. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. That's why I said it's crazy, because for her to even think that, somebody probably, man, I would, like you said, I couldn't even sit across her and like I mean, that's a 10-month-old, and we don't know as a 10-month-old, does that create psychological messed up for it's like hurt, like they say, hurt people hurt people. So what is that young man gonna go through? And did that man, you know what I'm saying? Like from a mental point of view, like you know what
but
I'm saying?
you gotta understand, and y'all can go look this up, but he'll never remember it. He probably will never remember it because he's a baby and his brain steady develop. Kids really don't get to identify stuff till about 3, 4 years old. They still trying to get 1 and 2, and they still trying to get their mobility and mechanics together and identifying like, okay, this got to be grandma, this got to be pawpaw, this must be mama, you know. But as a child, they don't know. As a baby, they really can't identify. You know what I'm saying? They get used to like he probably won't even remember her. Like when she probably get out and they be like, "This is your mom." He'll be like, "You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know."
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully,
she don't
and
never
see
get
this. It
I'm
wasn't,
sad
and
to
not
say
just
that.
that. Not just that, but hopefully nobody ever runs it across. You know, because you know, like I know in our in our race, bro, we got some low down people. Like, yeah, your mama used to, yeah, whoop de
Yep.
whoop. You know, you
Yep.
see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we pray
for
to
real.
now that'll mess with them probably mentally. And then with today's internet, he might can pull up like you be like, who his mama is. He find out who his mama is and type in who his mama and find out. Oh, and then she did that to me. Now that could mess with him mentally later on down the line. Like, wow, why would my mama do me like that? Because you know, it's something about adopted kids that always once they find out they're adopted, they want to know who their real parents was. You see what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I hope they
Damn,
move
dog.
to. Yeah, and it'll be black. That's some mind blowing stuff right there, bro.
Yeah, but like CJ said, she can't even fathom. It's sickening. He's 10 months old.
Yeah,
Like, bro, like you got to be the most heinous person in the world. Yeah, you gonna blow hell wide open, dog. You gonna blow hell. Maki, you want to speak on any of this so far?
Man, that shit is absolutely insane, bro. And it's like if he's doing this with 10 months old, that means he has a plethora of other individuals that he's done that with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's become desensitized towards it. And birds of the same flock don't, you know, they're not too far from one another, bro. So
yeah,
look at this situation. And a lot of people don't look at the woman dynamic when it comes to the edophile stuff. They don't look at that. They only think about guys doing it. But there's certain relationships out there where they do weird stuff, dude. Like way back in the game, you know, there were certain individuals and girls I see in certain environments with like certain genres of music. And you'll see that these ladies would be like, let's do like a
salute the
parathon.
sacrifice in the building. My daughter sacrifice. Salute.
They want to do all these bonds, bro, and they think that it's in some way, shape, or form that it's solidifying their love for one another, but it's actually solidifying their hatred for their very own selves. And that's the reason why they hurt other people is because they hate themselves, bro. And so we got to look at this whole dynamic. And I think this one is interesting because when people think of edophiles, they only think of the Chesters. Well, we need to think about the Heathers too.
That's right.
Yeah, I wonder what.
Because in our culture, it's glorified. If you knock down one of them teachers as a youngin, you just won. And anytime that the lady gets exposed, everybody's like, man, he told. But vice versa, if a guy does something with a young girl, then everybody, nah, bro, we can't do that. It has to be wrong both ways because it is wrong both ways. If an adult, whether male or female, is preying on a child, it's wrong. Don't matter. Period. Point blank. It don't matter what's been indoctrinated in our culture. When you know better, you do better.
Right.
That's right.
I wonder what type of punishment. I know he got punished because at the end of the day, he got. I don't know if you can say it on his computer, but the child, you know what I'm saying, stuff on his computer. You know what I'm saying. I know he had to get some time too.
We call it the edophile.
Okay, edify. He got a child edophile on his computer. So I know he had to get some time too.
Facts. But
see, I know how this case gonna play out because they gonna try to use him to get her some mental health type, you know what I'm saying, like saying, okay, just to take it back. Remember Andrea Yates? Y'all remember when she did that to a kid and they tried to blame the father because she had postpartum syndrome. That's why she did her kids like that. If y'all know about that case, the Andrea Yates case, if you don't go look it up, it happened in Houston. But they tried to blame the man for her killing her kids. You see what I'm saying? But if they gonna, I wonder if they gonna try to use him as what they call it, what they call it, like man, what's that word you call a person that make another person do something?
A
Man, I
manipulator?
can't.
A
Yeah, the
gaslighter?
manipulate.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to be like he's the. But that I don't think that's the word though. Yeah, but like the manipulator type. You know what I'm saying? To
Well,
make her
the gaslighting tactics, they'll sit there and they'll make it seem like you said certain things or you did certain things even though you didn't, but they'll like spam you with like flattery, like, oh man, no, you did this, you're making me feel this way, you said this, you said that. And since they're saying so much, it's actually called shotgunning. So since they're shotgunning you with so much information, you actually start to question yourself. And once you start to question yourself, now they control you because now they have the answers because you don't even know what to think because they're telling you what you did, what you said, and you don't even know anymore. So now you become easy to program because it's almost like your brain's been removed.
Yeah. Wow.
This shit is crazy, dog. So for the people, I'm gonna play the little bit of rest of it out. This is a woman that did something pretty heinous, y'all. So
Jessup from Ohio. And in 2012, she was found guilty of rape and sentenced to life in prison. But who did Ashley assault? Well, it was her own 10-month-old baby. At the time of this crime, Ashley was dating 24-year-old Jordan Russell. The two seemed to be very in love and they frequently exchanged explicit materials over email and text message of themselves, obviously. But then in August of 2011, Jordan asked Ashley to do something shocking. He asked her to perform explicit acts on her own 10-month-old baby son. And obviously he wanted her to film it and send it to him so he could keep these videos and images. And for some shocking reason, Ashley actually obliged. And she performed graphic and gruesome acts on her own son. So later that month, Jordan had actually broken up with Ashley and he already had a new girlfriend. And this new girlfriend of Jordan's was going through his computer when she discovered these extremely disturbing images and contacted the police. So obviously when the details of this case were made public, everybody was absolutely shocked. And the judge in this case actually stated that in his 30-year career, this was one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases he had ever had to cover. So Ashley was eventually convicted of a litany of charges, including assault, rape on a minor, everything like that. And she's still in prison to this day, serving out that life sentence. Now, this is a really, really disturbing story, and I really do think that she should be in prison for a very, very long time.
Man, yeah, she got to go, dog. Yeah, the sacrifice, like, damn, yeah, that's mind blowing, ain't it? Yeah, lock her ass and throw away the key, dog. That's crazy. That's too much, dog.
Yeah.
That's too much. That's too much, dog. Damn, dog. Why she do that, baby? Like you said, I hope and pray that baby didn't have no types of problems with it. Because for her to do that, I'm like, damn, did she think that all dudes or somebody?
But you know what?
Problem with that?
Well, but you know what? And it's of course like it's more psychologically messed up for like, okay, say like the grandparents got them. Now they're gonna be super protective of their child. They're not gonna trust nobody around their child. You see what I'm saying? It's more psychological towards the people that's watching their child. You see what I'm saying? Because of what happened. You
so
know,
do you
because
think
sometimes
so when you say so like when you say like with the mother, right? The mother did this. So you saying her family?
yeah, whoever family, whoever if the dad if the baby daddy has the child or maybe the grandparents or maybe her parents whoever has the child is gonna be more psychological for them. You see what I'm saying? Because like somewhere you feel, especially as a father, like somewhere you're gonna feel guilty because you wasn't there to stop this. You see what I'm saying? So somebody, or even as the grandparent, like, like this, like you might have had. Man, come on! I told you I was on the thing. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
You
okay. Now I
you said
thought. Yeah, but most times, like, man, I got sidetracked. I had a phone call and sidetracked.
no, that's
I
cool.
don't even know what
That's
I was
cool.
talking
No, you were
about.
saying
I
most time
forgot
like
that
with
they
the
was
no, we was talking about with the whole situation with with the child. Like, I mean, like when we was talking about like who gets the child and who's going to be able to, like you said, protect that child. They're gonna have to end up like really having to protect and watch their child.
right, right, and that's why I agree with sacrifice because even though I'm not in my daughter's life, I still wonder who my baby mama brings around my child because I don't know what type of time they on, bro. That's why I understand what sacrifice say. That's why I never let anyone watch my kids, period. Because you don't know what type of time, bro. And it is so crazy how sick it is that people, it ain't even just men, it ain't just like what to say, it's both sides. Like Max just said, it's both sides. You never know. It
Yeah,
could you think that the ain't and then she doing this. You see what I'm saying? You think it's uncle and they doing it be even the grandpa. It just I didn't heard so many stories, bro, how
yeah.
stuff didn't happen
But think
between
about
people
it.
in the
Think about
family.
it. Think about it. We even go back if you really want to be honest. We was taught it was going on even in our things with the color purple. I mean, let's be
Yeah,
honest. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
When they showed those
yeah.
old movies with Mister, when Mister ended up messing with it,
Right.
and then the stepdaddy was messing with her and tried to get the other girl pregnant, her sister Neela. So,
Right, right,
it goes
right,
on way back then. They was, set up, and it's sad, but this is sick. It's really sick that this
right,
woman would think that this man would be with her. He ain't married to her. It's just a boyfriend. She done met this dude probably online, and he done coerced her. And she obviously had to be slow. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna say maybe she had some her upbringing. Maybe she wasn't really like smart, and she may be in special ed, something. Because damn, you can't be that damn naive for no pole.
yeah. Like, and that's crazy though. Like, and even cause see, most times things like this happen within the family. That's the crazy part about it, bro. Stuff like this happens
That's
within
a
the
fact.
family, bro.
Sacrifice. Even if my wife and I don't work, you got to have the understanding. I won't let my woman around the kids, and you don't let your dudes around them. That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah,
Salute,
yeah.
guys.
Salute,
I
Don't
CJ.
come
You
on
want
here
to speak
getting
on
us
this?
sick.
be
Don't come on
quiet.
here getting us sick, man.
Yeah, don't
People,
be getting us
it's
sick on here now.
allergies. I'm not sick. It's just allergies.
Mm,
But I wanted to
mm.
speak on this because this is very triggering. And um Cross, you remember when we first met on that other panel over there? I'm gonna tie all this in. As a young woman, something was done to me, and it was done by family members and also one of my mom's friends or whatever. And so when I started having children, I promised myself that my kids would never go through this. Like, I'm
Right.
attentive. And my kids don't have to go and spend a night at nobody's house. If company wants to come over with us, they're more than welcome. But even when they would come back from their father's house, I would tell them, like, ask them questions. Did anybody touch you? And then, tell them different things. This is your pocketbook. Even talking to my son, this is your manhood. You don't let nobody touch you. If anybody does, you make sure you come and you tell me, da 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 da. So when now, I have the 24-year-old, the 18-year-old. Thank God they've never went through, anything devastating like that. And so me as a single woman now, again, I'm still not allowing any and everybody to come around my children or let that 10-year-old just go around any and because back then times wasn't as bad as they are now. You got little kids that'll do this stuff to each other because the adults or they see this going on. So you have to be very mindful because people are jacked up these days for whatever reasons. I don't know what this is called. I don't know what it is, but it's insane. And you do have to be extra protective of who your kids around and who you're around.
No, that's real talk. No, you're right. I mean, and that's why I said it becomes very dangerous, when people are like, I mean, even her to be a mother, and like you said, like you was telling the sacrifice, like, damn, and not only that, she's the mother. She's the mother of that child. Like, damn, I want to hear what the father think about that shit. What did the father think? Like, you sick, man? Like you said, hopefully the father was around when that happened. Or, or if he had found out about it, he probably been like, damn, you was doing all that shit.
If the daddy found out about that and she's still alive, baby, I'm surprised, because if that was my child, I don't care what jail you in, I'm fit to do something to get put in there with you, or make a phone call or something, because you got to go. Yeah, that was my child. You got to go.
No, that's for real. That's for real. So we're gonna take this intermission, and then we're gonna get into this. I want to hear what y'all think as parents and like this young generation, this whole Benzino thing, his response about it with the Corey LeRae. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty sad and unfortunate. A lot of times it's always about money or some other shit. So we're gonna take this quick intermission, and then we got it.
They say you couldn't do. You did everything they say you couldn't do. So what more can they say, huh? What more can they say? Talk that talk, George. And they haven't did enough. And they mad because you did more. Turn them up, George. They mad because you did more. You proved your haters wrong. You did that. You gave glory to God. You did that. You secured the bag. You did that. So they had no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Turn them up, George. Woo. Turn them up. They have no choice but to feel that. Big dog. Yeah, that's real.
For some money, I made you. You didn't make me. You're right. I called Ray Ray and everybody else. I'm supposed to. Who the fuck else am I supposed to call? What the fuck is the matter with this generation and you kids, man? Y'all are Angie knew what she was doing. She don't like me. Angela Yee knew what she was doing. She don't like me. But you had no problem with disrespecting the fucking man that brought you here. I had you. You didn't have me. My career, I did fucking things. Amazing things. I'm proud of what you're doing, but Court, you ain't done this shit or made the money that I made. You couldn't walk in my fucking Adidas for an hour. How can you get on here and say that you're a clout? I'm using you for clout. Coy, your first record was disrespecting me. Your first record that Universal allowed was you disrespecting your father. And that narrative of me not being there and you had to come out and sell drugs and you had to overcome all these obstacles. No, you was bad. Your mother sent you down to live with me in Atlanta. You couldn't cope with that because I wasn't going for the shit that she goes for and went for. So I don't know if there was some anger because of that, but that's all how I knew to be a father. Am I using you as a clout kid? Do you know, Coy, when me and your mother broke up, the $800,000 new house in Upper Saddle River, not Saddle River, we moved from the mansion to Upper Saddle River. Remember, I got indicted by the feds and I lost everything. I got indicted by the feds and I lost everything. Now, I go back to the street. Fuck the music industry. The street is there for me. I'll take my right back to Boston or any block in this country and get it. Because that's what I did, for real. But we started Hip Hop Weekly, we moved on, I moved to Miami, but I gave your mother a house. Now before that, I was giving your mother $4,000 a month allowance, 4 G's a month for a few years. She could have took some of that money and saved it. She could have opened up a business. When I gave her the house, Coy, you, Taj, Kwame, and Marnie, when I gave her the house, like the 4 or 5 bedroom house, I was still spending $2,500 a month when we broke up. The mortgage was $1,800 a month. She said she couldn't afford it. I got no problems with Asia. I'm not disrespecting Asia, I'm not disrespecting your mother, but I'm telling my fucking truth because I'm tired of you lying on me and making, you don't understand, Corey, right? What I went through, like I represent a lot of.
I'm gonna stop right there so far. So what y'all think? So the whole thing is she done came back and said her daddy is trying to use her for clout. When he done built what he built as his child, and he didn't like the fact about the whole dancing with the Busta Rhymes, and so she said she's doing it for clout. But he was asking his daughter, because he don't have the money like he used to, and she said the only reason why he doing it because he want money and he want clout. So what y'all think?
Man, that nigga a bitch. Yeah, he is doing it for clout. Man, that nigga that a hoe, bro. That okay, everything he just said, he could have told his daughter that. See, niggas be trying to jump on here because they feel guilty about something and try to cover it up. Bro, you said what they call it? A reaction to what your daughter say. That's your daughter, you go tell her that. Call her and tell her that. Don't you do it, that's clout. Because I bet
but do you think on the other side, and I want to hit your other side, do you think it's wrong? Because again, that's his child. She would not be in that position she was at if it wasn't for her daddy. Her daddy put her in the position. He just said your first album, they signed a record deal for you to diss your father.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, still, at the end of the day, you left room there for her to do that. It's something you didn't do as a father that you should have been got straight before she got famous, bro. You had enough time. Cause I feel like the rest of the kids probably feel the same way too. But this the only one that done blew up. So now you got something to say. Yes, you clout chasing, bro. You ain't got to save face. Cause we don't know what you saying is true or not. If that's what your daughter's saying, then that's what happened, bro. That's what happened. And now one of them Jackson kids said nothing about Joe Jackson like that. So at the end of the day, okay, he put him in position to be famous. And he whooped their butt and all type of stuff. But they respected Joe regardless, no matter what he did. So I don't want to hear that, Benzino, because at the end of the day, bro, if your child, we ain't heard nothing about you. He been having sex with his child. He blew up.
Right. So what you think about that, CJ?
I agree with everything Jermaine just said. And then also just to take it back a little bit further, what I understand and what I know is if you're doing right by your child, you ain't gonna have these problems when they grow up and it's time for them to give you your roses, or it's time for them to have a certain level of respect for you. And I see this a lot of times, but in this particular situation right here, when you're dealing with this industry, he basically said it. Like, he allowed her first album to be a diss towards him. Bro, you signed on the dotted line. You sold, both of y'all sold y'all soul. So you can't get up here now and want to cry and hoop and holler about what she's saying when you allowed her to start her career off of that scenario.
Right, bro.
Right.
Like,
So I'm gonna ask this, Dwayne. But what about and again, I'm just asking, what about the fact that, again, when he goes into the video and the extra stuff where he's talking about the houses and all that, what he's trying to say is, I've been taking care of you when you was small. Even though I wasn't there, I wasn't taking care of you. And really, is it wrong for him calling his daughter to ask for money if that's her father he needed?
It's dead wrong for him to throw any of that up in her face, because at the end of the day, that's what you were supposed to do. Now, whether you mad and pissed off because you gave that mama too much money or whatever the case is, because honestly, that's what it sounds like to me. Y'all know we always talk about how, the celebrities, why I got to give you $40,000, $50,000, this and the other. That mama, that mama, that's what she was all about. But Benzino, you picked her. That's who you wanted. You wanted the little young, cute girl, and however you started, which is how you had to finish, and I then trickled over into the relationship with his daughter, because y'all didn't teach her nothing. Y'all taught her how to be a 5'7" petite, cute little girl to go get the bag. So don't nobody got no morals. So I think he's dead wrong for putting that business out there, because as a daddy, you supposed to do what you have to do.
No, that's real talk. That's real talk. I like this. So let's play a little bit more and hear what he got to say.
In that town, in Roxbury, in Dorchester. But I can't let you come on the internet and ruin my reputation. How are you a clout kid? How am I using you for clout when I'm your storyline since day one? I thought it was over with. I thought after Rolling Loud, which you treated me like I was one of the fucking stage hands. It ain't no secret I'm not doing as better than I was, but I don't give a I don't care about, that's not what it is about me. Money didn't make me. I've had millions, and I've spent it on you, your mother, your two older brothers, Taj, and your uncle, Jason. Shout, that's my heart, paralyzed. I took care of everybody, and you knew that. Since No More Parties, you've been using me as your storyline, and you still doing it. You talking about your truth, that's not your truth. I struggled, I sacrificed, I sold drugs so you didn't have to. And I know that sounds cliche-ish, but in this case, that's how it happened. And your mother's not going to get on here and defend me because you take care of her. You tell me I've survived everything, but I'm going to let my daughter take me down? It ain't going to happen, CC. Princess. When you was 3, you had Mitch and Diamonds on in Ray Ray's video, Shine Like My Son, where I brought other fathers and their kids. Stevie, Nori, Ja, where y'all at? Y'all supposed to be my fucking brothers. Say something. You was there when I was taking care of her. You seen what the fuck I was. Where the fuck are all my friends at that seen me taking care of this little girl and ain't saying?
Man, shit, man, bitch, dog. I don't care. And I tell him to his face, he's a bitch, nigga. Yeah. I don't care a damn about that shit, my nigga. You did it, you did it. Okay, congratulations. But you gotta understand, I did not know that was your daughter because he lied. I did not know that was his daughter till about 6 or 7 songs later. Cause I don't know what was the diss song? Cause I know No More Parties blew up. I don't know about nothing else. I don't know nothing about no diss song.
Yeah, her first album she did, which it wasn't really a diss, but she was going at like her daddy wasn't really around because he wasn't supportive because he had never been to none of her shit till last year, Rolling Loud, and he said you treated me like a stage hand.
But this what I'm saying though. Cross was No More Parties the diss song.
I don't know.
I don't think so because that song was live. I felt like she blew up on her own because nobody know about the Benzino. Like I say, I didn't know that was his daughter till probably a little while long later, bro. Like cause my daughter jammed her, so I was like, "Who that is?" Oh, this Corey LeRae, because that was like one of the biggest songs on TikTok.
As long as he was on Love and Hip Hop, I didn't even know he had kids.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I bet you all the other kids talking down on you too. You ain't saying they saying good stuff about you, but this the one that done blew up. So you want to be seen because ain't nobody talking about you, Benzino, bro. That's I don't and I don't want to say that because I like Born, but please don't take this the wrong way. But it just be something about them East Coast niggas, bro, that be like that, bro, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm from the East Coast too.
My bad, Cross. My bad, Cross. But I'm talking about. I'm talking about
the. I got you, boy. No, man, East Coast, dog. Everybody, listen. There's some weird motherfuckers out there. Like I said, I think, like y'all saying again, and it's true that, I mean, again, he tried to make it right last year. He thought everything was cool. I think when he asked for the money, he probably came at her wrong. He probably came at her like she was little like CC. Hey, I need some money to do this. And she was probably like, for what? What are you going to, probably question me and all that? And then when he came out and spoke the other day about that song that she had on there with Busta Rhymes, and Monkey Man was the only one who went back and watched it. And Monkey Man said, man, he wasn't doing all that. And I said, Monkey Man, see, you the one that went back and checked. So again, compared to that, to what he's saying now, it sounds like hate to me.
Yeah, because I'm a Corey LeRae fan and a Busta Rhymes fan. So I need to see what he talking about so I can feel some type of way. And I
He
ain't feel
sound
no
like
type of way.
he sound like a bitter baby mama that's mad because the child support didn't stop. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
And now he going after his own child to get some money. And
You
where
think
is
he
his
trying
rights?
you think he trying to revamp himself to do that or get in her
Yeah, I
algorithm?
mean, yeah, because honestly, he did the same thing on Love and Hip Hop with Rashid and them husband and whatnot. He get out, then he come back in, get out and come back in. That's his MO. That's his MO. So now he wanna hop on his daughter's bandwagon so he can be
Coattail,
relevant
yeah.
again. Yeah.
That shit crazy. That's why I said it really don't make sense. It's like, bro, you got on there and then you spoke on a house. You had an $800,000 house and you let them stay in there. Like she was a kid. She don't know it was $800,000 house.
Exactly. And so what you saying all that for? Because you want her to give you $800,000 right now? Like, that's crazy. But that's what he's doing. He
so you
doing it for
think
that reason.
but do you think that again, that's her daddy? You think she wrong if she don't give him no money? It ain't like he wasn't around in her life.
Yeah,
So,
but that's her money.
So right, but here's that right there you go, Jermaine. See, this is my thing, and I y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I got a problem with parents that raise their kids that when you get older, you gonna come back and you gonna do something for me. The parents are supposed to raise their kids so they can go on and they can live their life. Teach them how to survive. So guess what? If my child go on and make millions or whatever, they don't owe me nothing. Now, if they want to do something for me, because again, it goes back to what I said. When you bring your children up with a certain level of love, and y'all have a certain relationship, you ain't gonna have to get on the internet talking about, well, my child got all this kind of money and they won't give me nothing, because that child is gonna turn around and show the parents how much they appreciate them with different gestures. But this right here, this nigga money hungry. That's all it's about. And so that's why he getting this kickback from his daughter.
Right.
It ain't about him loving her. It's about the money.
He did say his money was funny right now.
Yeah, because only our people, bro, feel like they kids owe them something just because they made it big, bro. That's just like the same thing. Well, if that's the case, the hood, they owe the hood and everything. Benzino, did you go back to the hood and break bread? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's how we do. Like, oh, he can't come back to the hood because he ain't show no love. So that's your daughter's money.
It ain't Jermaine. It ain't just the ones that make it big. It's that mentality. Period. I know a whole lot of brown parents who sit around and talk about, well, yeah, you older now, so you could do for me what I done done to you. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause see, and that's the thing about it, bro. Like, we need to stop doing that. If your child make it, they won't. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I really want to say. If you was really, really there, you wouldn't even have to ask.
There you go.
If
That's
you
what I
was
just
really,
said.
really there. Cause I know you got some people that be stuck up in this, that, and the third. But when I be seeing some of these cats, first thing they go do, man, mama took care, mama go buy her a house. That's what I question. Mama or daddy gonna be took. That was Shaq's stepdaddy, and he took care of him.
Yeah.
So if you ain't know, if a person in your life and made that, hey man, you ain't gotta sit here and tell me what you did for me.
Right.
You don't. You don't. Because at the end of the day, nigga, that was your responsibility when you laid down with my mama and had me. That was your responsibility. And then shit, okay, you gave her $2,800 a month. You said the house no 18. So really, that wasn't even enough money to take care of the kids. Because I know each one of the kids, you gotta feed them, you gotta clothe them, you gotta take them to school. Come on, man. You act like you just really did something.
And think about it, them living in a high end place like that, they had to been doing like private schools or something like that. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, you talking about a lot that
But
like you say,
but
he
also
put her.
He complaining, bro. This was your situation. You picked that. You chose to be with her mama. You chose to, spend the money on that house. That baby was a child. So you need to be having this conversation with the mama if you want to talk about getting some money back or whatever the case is, because that was a child. She was your responsibility.
Man, charge that to the game. Charge that to the game. Cause it was, yeah, cause see, and all these rappers right now, it was cool when the money was good, but now everybody want to talk about Birdman when they get broke, and everybody want to talk about this record label when they get broke. You should have invested your money. You should have invested your money, man. Ain't nobody tell you.
So when he said to her was, I gave your mom all this money at first, she could have invested in the company. Is he right about that? Or she didn't have to?
No, she didn't have
Invest
to.
in a company for what? Because she didn't have to do that. Now, if he wanted to say, I gave your mama some and I wanted her to for you, so when you got old enough, you could have, it was for you to invest in a company or whatever. That's something totally different. But he can't tell that grown ass woman what to do.
Right.
Or he could have just gave her a share or put a share to the side for his kids of the company. She didn't have to invest. She could have put something to the side. Come on, man. That's what I be saying, man. I hate when people get us. I hate when us get online. Because if you sit there and really listen to us, we're gonna show you all the flaws that we did wrong. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's true. That shit crazy, man. Like I said again, I'm blown away, like y'all said, for him to even get on here and feel like he has to say something when like you said, he could have just called her. He could have just really just called her and told her how he felt, or he could have been making it right. Or maybe she might be feeling like, damn, you really ain't showed me no love until now I got all these people messing with me right now.
Exactly. And to bring it to social media.
You went in the Matrix there. I think CJ went in the Matrix. Yeah, CJ went in the Matrix.
I'm sorry.
I rather you. I ain't gonna lie though. I rather see her mama doing that than a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you a man, bro. So you just said I had to go out there and hustle. So what's wrong with your hustle now? What's wrong with your hustle now, bro?
Right.
And he said, and he said something that was crazy. He said, yeah, and your mama ain't gonna say nothing because you taking care of her. She's supposed to take care of her mama.
Thank you. Everything that he said was silly.
Yeah, because I'd rather my child be like, Daddy, why you didn't ask me? Well, I tried to get it on my own instead of me. Okay, I see my daughter doing good. Let me see if I can get something from her. Because really, why you talking about, man, y'all come speak on me, since them your homeboy, since them your brother, ask Nori for it. Ask them niggas you talking about, speak on it for it. Them your homeboys. Shit, man, come on, man.
Because you said, man, y'all ain't gonna go around and tell nobody that I did what I did. I'm like, what are they supposed to tell?
That ain't my business.
You gave her you gave her nice stuff growing up. I mean, ain't that
that ain't my business.
Right.
But shit.
But if you was able to get money before, what's stopping you from getting money again?
Right, that's all we saying. That's all we saying,
because
brother.
because he's no longer relevant, and the only reason why he was able to get money before is because he been doing this kind of whole shit. He do something for somebody shot him out. All right, he get a little clout or whatever, and so now you done ran out of people to do it to, and you gonna turn around and do it to your daughter because you desperate. That's how you made your career.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think about it, beefing with people.
Hip hop chicks ain't coming in no more.
Say what now?
I said, I guess the love and hip hop chicks ain't coming in no more.
He ain't on there no more.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they get like royalties or something.
No, he get paid. Remember, he got in that controversy with that Transformer. They said he was allegedly trying to holler that Transformer on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh yeah.
So like I said, now He desperate now.
Wow.
So he gonna go after his daughter on some "you owe me" type stuff. No, bro.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. But now I like the way that conversation went, man. I appreciate y'all coming on here. I'm about to head up here to this school, but man, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and CJ to Monkey Man, y'all go ahead and wrap it up and do y'all thing.
Well, again, I'm sorry I was in the comments in the first section. I didn't know what my voice was gonna sound like, so I had to take some cough drops and stuff, you know. But great show. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Cross. Shout out to Monkey Man, King, Mikey, and tune in this evening. Monkey Man, what time we starting?
6:30.
6:30.
6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, tonight for Monkey Man and my show and some other people. I don't know who I was gonna be on there, but just want to say again, we all here. We having these talks. If you can apply it, if you can apply anything in your life, so you don't end up being one of these individuals that we be having these discussions about, do so, because it's always great when you can look at yourself and be the change. You want better, you got to be better. That's all I got to say.
Real talk. Monkey Man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cross and CJ. Yeah, man. I got let's talk about it Thursday tonight. Where we talk about relationships and how to enhance your marriage and all type of stuff like that. And man, being more involved in y'all kids' life, man. Cause I grew up in a time where there ain't no closed doors, man. Open up the door. What y'all doing in here? Find out what your kids got going on. Talk to your kids, man. We cannot be scared of your kids, bro. Man, look here, man, and you know, be careful who y'all keep y'all kids around, bro. Like it's real wild out here right now, bro. It's real wild, man. And you know, and if your child blow up and make it big, say, man, just be proud that your child ain't have to go through the struggle you had to. Thank God that you paved the way for your child to be where it's at. Instead of talking about you owe me. I think though, your child is not alone. Remember that your child is not alone. Your child is not well, your child can be an investment. If you invest the right things in them, they can be an investment. So, you know, hey man, y'all had a beautiful day. Like I say, let's talk about it with Monkey Man. 6:30 tonight. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a good topic.
Already, man. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on here, man. We had another great one. I appreciate y'all joining in. Everybody in the chat that came in, host a housewife, everybody sacrifice. Y'all go follow these people. Follow Monkey Man, CJ. Man, we're gonna run it up, man. So I appreciate y'all coming on here. And on that note, y'all already know, man. Y'all tap in, follow the Plug Podcast, follow 1 and 2. Follow me on TikTok, KrossYourHeart.com. All items will be going out this weekend. And I appreciate everybody for their support. And we're gonna keep on growing and keep on moving. So on that note, y'all already know.
We've been waiting for. This is the moment where you're about to take over. And you don't get tired. You don't get tired. You got motion. That's why they can't fight the fight you fought and won. You're not afraid to go to war. You're not afraid to stand 10 toes down. That's why they can't walk a mile in your shoe. Turn it to me. I told you, when you build different, you receive different, you lead different, you apply that pressure different.
So I guess I'm on my Monkey Man shit. Winning team. A lot of you fuck niggas is losing and accusing and refusing to grow. Shout out to my nigga Cross, man. Yo, hey. Okay. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. Hey. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. Hey. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast. What? It's the Plug Podcast. 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 If you ain't on the team, fuck you, nigga. Get your bag. I know what I know, but I'll click like it's slow. Peeping this shit, niggas be acting like hoes. All on the panel, talking about another. getting exposed. The key shots taking control. They not in control of their souls. We booking them shows like Barry White. My niggas living in paradise. We building a team, the inner